Last year, the General Assembly passed legislation allowing Dominion Resources to recover $800 million in costs to build a future power plant and recover those costs from ratepayers instead of requiring Dominion to recover the money from ratepayers when the plant goes online, hence ratepayers paying for the electricity rather than, and the construction once it's complete, rather than paying for it ahead of time or while it's in progress. The fact is that Dominion could actually choose not to build the plant, or the feds could deny a license to build that plant. My question is, how do you feel about expanding nuclear power in Virginia in terms of supporting, allowing utilities to recover planning and construction costs before those plants go online? And Rick will start this one.
I think my answer, George, is pretty much the same. These kinds of projects, these kinds of statutes take our eye off the ball, so I would oppose such a statute. Our focus needs to be forward. Our focus needs to be on other forms of energy. And supporting in this way traditional, old-fashioned, I'll call them, forms of energy is the wrong way to go.
Thank you. I'd like to actually echo my colleague and say that, as I mentioned earlier, that I support alternative energy, green energy, and I think that this is an initiative that is not going to be in the best interest of the Commonwealth and Virginia.
It seems to me that this decision to allow Dominion to recover $800 million essentially in advance is a poor use of our resources. It's a promise and a prayer, it sounds like, in terms of what we hope we're going to get down the road. And as I understand it, Dominion is a profit-making enterprise, and they should be able to contribute resources from current sales in order to invest in future infrastructure.
I mean, think about what you said. You said to recover the costs from ratepayers before it goes online. That strikes me as getting sort of the cart before the horse, as they say, right? That is just not, that doesn't sound right. And I would say, you know, my years of working at the Antitrust Division, as an advocate for consumers, has taught me that natural monopolies, whatever type of monopolies, have to be watched very carefully, and certainly natural monopolies have to be regulated very carefully. So I think, again, this is getting things out of order.
So business to me is about risk, and by paying or requiring the citizens of the Commonwealth to pay for it ahead of time, you're taking that risk away from the business and putting it onto the citizens. I don't think that's the approach that we should have for really any business in this Commonwealth. I mean, we need to have the companies who are doing the construction being the ones to bear the risk, and that is certainly the case with Dominion.
I think this is definitely a situation of putting the cart before the horse, and I definitely think it should not be a burden that the citizen carry, but one that the business would, and I know that Dominion is a very powerful monopoly here and should take more responsibility in this project.
The reality is that our Republican friends talk a lot about redistributed wealth. Well, this is exactly the case of redistributed wealth from us to corporate partners or corporate players. It's wrong. Once the plant is built, maybe there's a reason for the cost to grow up in our electrical bill. But until then, it's just a transfer, and it's not right.